Welcome to yoga. My name is Christiana, and this is a 20-minute practice perfect for beginners suffering from sciatica or any lower back pain. For this class, all you're going to need is a mat and a strap, and we'll start off on our backs. Go ahead and set the outside edges of your feet parallel to the outside edges of your mat with your knees together. You'll want to settle into the body. Take a few breaths to relax here. Tell yourself that for the next 20 minutes, nothing else matters besides yoga and you. Feel your body fill with air with every inhale. And with every exhale, just relax your chest. Don't forcefully breathe. We'll take about 5 breaths total here. Go ahead and open your arms into a cactus shape. And we're going to start windshield wipering the knees from the right to the left, following the breath. So inhale, knees up, exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, knees up, exhale, knees to the left, and so on. You're not trying to actively push your legs into any sort of position. Just let them fall. Let gravity do the pulling for you. Just letting the body relax. Bring your knees up to your chest. Go ahead and give them a good squeeze, and then you'll set your feet back down on the mat with your knees pointing at the ceiling. Make sure your ankles are in line with your hips. Go ahead and grab your strap, put it around your right foot, straighten that right leg, push out that heel, and then slowly bring it up to the ceiling. You want to make sure that your hips are equally pushed onto the mat. And if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and straighten that left leg onto the mat and push that left heel away from you as though you're pushing against a wall. Try and keep your hips plugged equally into the mat. And then when you're ready, grab your strap with your left hand and let your right leg fall to the left side for a gentle stretch in the hip. This is a pretty intense stretch. Your foot won't go down too far towards the mat. Switch your hands and then let your foot fall to the right hand side so that it opens. You can push down your left hip with your left hand to make sure it doesn't come up. And then on an exhale, release it all. Change the strap to your left foot. Keep your right foot on the ground. Starting off with your left foot straight. Make sure both hips are plugged equally into the ground before you pull it up towards your face. And then whenever you're ready, you can straighten that right leg the same as you did on the other side. Remember to push out with that right heel as though you're pushing a wall away from you. Keep those hips equally balanced. And then taking the strap in your right hand, let your left leg fall to the right side. It's a pretty intense stretch, so don't try and push it too hard. Go ahead and bring that left leg back to center and switch the hands that the strap is in. Let your left leg fall out to the left side. You might find that there's more space in one leg than the other. That's perfectly normal. And then on an exhale, bring it back to center. Go ahead and lift up that right knee to the ceiling. Take your strap off your foot and set it to the side. bring your knees up to your chest and start rolling your back out. This should feel pretty good. You can start side to side. You can go backwards and forwards. You can do a little U shape with your knees on the ceiling. That really helps to open up the lower back. And then on an exhale, bring your knees close to your nose, pinch in as high as you can, and then start rocking and rolling your way up. You're going to do about 5 or 6 rolls here. If you experience any pain in this, please don't do it. So when you come up, you'll flip over into tabletop position, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and you're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, look up as high as you can with your eyes, and then exhale, round the back, look towards your thighs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back. 2 more at your own pace. Now go ahead and straighten the right leg, tuck the right toes, and explore that area a little bit. Bring the leg up so that it's in line with your back. Straighten the left arm out in front of you like Superman, and then bring the elbow and knee to touch on an exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it to touch. One more. Inhale, stretch as high as you can. Bring it back down. And then we'll switch sides. Left leg goes straight, tuck the toes. Explore the ankle space a little bit before lifting it up. Lift up the right arm. Bring the knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it together. One last one, stretch. Exhale, bring it together. Back to neutral tabletop. And then we'll rest in child's pose for a few breaths. Put your forehead on the mat and just follow your breathing now. This is great when your heart rate is starting to rise. You want it to come back down a little bit. This is the easiest way to get back to base. For a more active stretch, you can tent your fingers up like little spiders on the mat. That'll give you a great stretch in your upper shoulders. And then we're going to slide through as low as you can possibly be into cobra position. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. Firm up your backbone, your spine, and raise your face, raise your chest and your shoulders. And then the third one, you're going to lift up your hands with you and just hover off the mat for 1 inhale and exhale. Tuck your toes. You're going to come back through child's pose, just back into a tabletop position. Shake it out a bit. Get your body back. On an inhale, you're going to bring your right foot forward between your palms. Go ahead and tuck those left toes and start to explore that ankle space, explore what's happening here in your body. Firm up your core. We're going to just test out an arrow pose, so see if you can just hover right over the mat using only your core strength and bring the hands back down to the mat. You're going to drop that left knee and come back into your half splits. Remember to keep your hips equal in space, not pushing out to one side or the other. And now come back up. You're going to go through plank pose to bring your left foot back up between your palms. Go ahead and set that back leg down just to get into position. Tuck those right toes. Explore the space a little bit more. Move around. Firm up that core. And you're going to breathe into arrow pose. And then bring your fingers back down to the mat. Your right knee down on the ground, and go ahead and pull your hips back in space to half splits. Bring your left toes up to the ceiling and breathe. Now we're going to move through your lunge position back into plank. Go ahead and set those knees down on the ground, and this is a great time to pause this recording and practice some sun salutations if that's in your practice. Go ahead and bring your legs out in front of you with your left leg straight and your right leg bent, right foot on your left leg, and you're going to pivot your body 45 degrees so that you're bending over the bent leg, not the straight leg. This is a much gentler stretch for the sciatic nerves than your normal forward fold. And remember, no pushing, just let gravity take you. About 3 breaths there. Use your palms to bring yourself back up to seated. Stretch out your right leg. Bend your left leg so that your left foot is on your right leg. Pivot the body 45 degrees and start to draw yourself out, letting gravity just take you when it's ready. And breathe. You're not trying to bring yourself to the ground. You're trying to let go of tension in your lower back. Gravity will naturally pull you towards the ground once you can let go. And bring yourself back up. We don't want to stay in that position too long. We're going to move into a variation on camel pose. So go ahead and sit back on your feet, knees together, hands behind you, and then push out with your hips. Your fingers should be facing the front of the mat, but if they need to face the back of the mat for any reason, that's also fine. Just breathe here. Slowly set your bum back on your heels, and you're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Go ahead and spread your legs out as far as you can bring them, and then pull them back into a 90-degree angle. Remove the flesh from your sit bones, and then using your hands like claws, go ahead and pull yourself towards the ground. This is the only forward fold we're doing where we're actually pulling ourselves towards the ground. On an inhale, go ahead and come back up. And now we're going to stir the pot. So stir, inhale, exhale, stir. Inhale, exhale, stir. Inhale, exhale, stir. Inhale, exhale, stir. And then switch, putting your other fist on top. Inhale, exhale, stir. Inhale, exhale, stir. A few more on your own like this. Wonderful. And now put your palms behind you with your fingers either facing towards the front or the back, it doesn't matter. And same thing, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Feel like somebody's pulling you up towards the ceiling by your armpits. And if it's good for your neck, just take a little look up. It's really wonderful for draining the lymph. So you're going to bring your feet together, go into butterfly position, and just flutter your knees up and down, just easily. Breathing here. not forcefully, but easily. And then you'll find stillness, and same as with the other forward folds, let gravity pull you down. Don't push yourself towards anything. Keep breathing. Try and breathe into your lower back in any kind of forward fold. Bring your legs together using your hands like closing a book, and we're going to go down on the ground. So as slow as you can, keep that crunch and let yourself out on the ground. And now bringing your knees towards your chest, you're going to let them fall to the left and look to the right. The closer your knees are up to your chest, the safer it is for your lower back. Go ahead and bring your knees back into your chest, keeping them close as you can, and let them fall to the right so that that lower back is protected. Look to the left and just breathe. And then bring your knees back to center. Go ahead and squeeze them into your chest. And moving through a supine butterfly pose, you're going to move into Shavasana. So straighten those legs out with your feet falling outwards. You can put your hands on your hips or your low belly to feel your breath there. Or you can open them up to the side with the palms facing up to the ceiling in a gesture of surrender. Keep the eyes closed and just melt into your mat. Now go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your arms overhead. Yawn if you feel like it. Go ahead and bring your knees back into your chest. Hold your knees with your hands. Roll to one side, keeping your eyes closed. Curl up into a fetal position as tightly as you can. Thank the mat for supporting you, Mother Earth for always supporting you, and thank yourself for showing up today. Slowly come up to seated, and we're going to close our practice together with one Om. Bring your hands into prayer in front of you at heart center. Inhale together. Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope this helps you. I'll see you soon.